Perjalanan kita Harry Potter cuy. Oke, langsung coba ya. Wah, jauh banget ya itu, di mana ya? Oke, world map dulu boy. Kita lihat di mana nih. Oh, di sini. Untung dekat ya, ada di sini nih. Kita udah ngambil boy di situ.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Depan sana ya boy ya.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Oke, udah pagi ya.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Fire and Vice. Wih, Centaur ya.
Tread carefully.
Centaur ya.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Oke, aman boy, aman boy. Kita ikut Poppy.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Makan itu.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual
Main
lately.
dapat jus.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Seperti buaya dia tuh ya.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Lumayan.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Stop Poppy dulu boy. Tadi dapat baju ya.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth touching near Quackpot.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Be off to the temple.
Bentar ya bu ya. Ini gimana caranya dia? Nah itu tuh.
Hogwarts is very
Gue
lucky they've
takutin
got
yang ini
protection
boy.
charms, if you ask me.
Oke dia ke situ aman. Situ kita ke sini boy.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards that dark arts. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone.
Show yourself!
Terboy. Tuh dia tahu boy.
Come out before I find you.
Dia nggak tahu boy.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Wah agak ya boy. Tarung naga boy.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Sini gua kayaknya harus bertarung di bawah.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Revelio. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Oh, naga yang besarnya.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we?
Kenapa tenaga nih?
Revelio.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha, Mora.
Ini semacam ini ya. Telur naga kayak nih. Tuh, telur naga boy.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready.
Revelio.
Element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Careful not.
You've made a mistake. Stop. Nothing more than that.
Descender. Confringo.
Nothing more than that. The plan returns to the...
Your Bombarda. Descender.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Oh, ini pakai ini sih.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Makan naga, boy. Terus lawan naga, boy.
Incendio.
Oh, kabur. Bisa kita ngelawan yang udah kita tolong ya. Oke, kabur.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Kembali kastel ke baik. It's complete. Balik ke Hogwarts mungkin, boy.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will be useful in finishing your field guide, attend
Ambil
my
dulu ya,
class to
teman-teman ya.
learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Oke. Nggak ada yang bisa dibikin kah? Oh, ini bisa dibikin nih, boy. Lumayan sih ini. defense covering. Ini boleh lah ya. Wah, lama lagi boy. Kita gear dulu, kita ganti ya. Udah dapat baru tadi. Jelek 30 deh. Nah, ini oke, ini nice. Kita pakai ini boy. 44. Oh, ini kita bisa kasih sih. Gear lagi ya. Oh, ini nih. 40, dia 36. Di offense gue berkurang ya. Ini 43, 40. Ini lah boy. Terus kita kesini, yang mana tadi? Kita sekarang pakai yang ini kan, silver wooden. Tiga view upgrade. Waduh, gak ada bahannya boy. Ini ada sih bahannya nih, tapi ini nggak ada. Nanti lah ya, aku itu boy. Kita quest dulu. Level 20 coy. Nanti kita quest ini dulu lah, naikkan levelnya. Spell combination. Kita quest Allahumma 2. Nah, ini boleh lah ya. Allahumma 2 mungkin boleh kali. Lumayan, kita bisa masuk-masuk. Kalau nomor 2 dapat ini ya, dapat XP nggak? Allahumma.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Arthur Flammy. Nah, ini dah, ini dekat-dekat aja boy. Penting ini Arthur. Mana dia nih? Speak Sebastian. Atau yang ini aja deh. Di mana nih? Sebastian di sini. Paling dekat di sini doang nih. Main jauh maksudnya Hogwarts nih, weh. Kita ke atas.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse. Also known as the Torture Curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Dah, cuma bicara gitu dong. Kocak boy. Kalau nggak dapat ini Lost Child, coba ini ya. Lost Child. Ada ini apa di situ boy? Kita kesini dah. Kalau malam banyak kali berkeliaran dia.
Revelio.
Mungkin pagi mungkin ya. Kita coba. Loh, kok nggak bisa? Boy. Ini pasti siang atau pagi sih. Kok nggak bisa ini ya? Dirubah ke malam tadi boy. Gak bisa kocak, aneh banget.
Revelio.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, gua nggak tahu sih ini ngebug atau gimana cuy. Oke, kita coba sini lagi boy. Gak bisa juga ya, aneh banget ya. Oke, udah terkunci gitu. Apa kita tinggal kita ini. Ntar kita tinggi-tinggi dulu boy, jauh. Nah, udah hilang tuh.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Ntar boy, kita wait.
You are here. Good.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Where are you, Archie?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when
menyelamatkan anak ya.
When my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
Suami udah meninggal katanya.
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to officers, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow.
Oh, bisa kayak gitu ya.
I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak.
Revelio.
Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Revelio.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Confringo. Depulso.
Arresto!
Bombarda.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with
Revelio.
the pack. We should look around.
Oh ini nih, ada tasnya.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine.
Semoga bisa langsung level 20 sih. Habis set quest nih.
A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died.
Revelio.
My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Let it display.
Iya.
Are you even knew you were still hanging about? You're going to regret that.
Revelio.
Ada bro gua. Pakai
Bombarda. Revelio.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it?
Bombarder!
Is that you, Roylance?
Confringo! Accio!
Head in the clouds, this one! Learn that in first!
Protego!
Descendo! That's the best you can do.
Accio! Bombarder! Stupefy! Confringo!
You've made a grave mistake. Descendo! How delightful.
Confringo! Accio! Bombarder!
You're going to regret that.
I know your kind. You weaken quickly.
Come on.
Defender! Rebellion!
Apakah ada yang bisa diambil? Di bawah ya. Closet kocak.
Revelio!
Ini harusnya di bawah sini kan. Ih, tempat topeng itu boy. Bukan pakai ini nih. Ini bisa juga ya. Cir, kok bisa? Kita ke atas itu ya. Sama kayak tadi tuh. Bawah sini kocak.
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Allah marah.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open.
Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Dia
Father's
ngebug
friends are in
tuh.
danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something.
Ya udah level 20 boy. Nice. Oke, nice banget boy. Kita kemana lagi nih?
You are an excellent flyer.
I should investigate.
Si lanjutannya ya? Bawah aja nih. Dia berenang ya jelek amat ya kayak gitu.
Revelio.
Asli jelek betah. Di dalamnya nih.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Di bawah. Di atas. Gak Bisa gunain spell sih.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to...
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
The pepper-up potion.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Bawah ya.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Can't student.
But we're lucky we get to use brilliant. Muggles can't do that.
I think Muggles have it better.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it, as I see in all of you. tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Transformation itu bisa berubah.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. We'll be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now,
Sisa
it seems
3
you'll be
spell lagi
making good
tadi.
use of the opportunities presented by your field
Terpages.
guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Nice banget cuy. Gua ada gear. Kita cek dulu. Oh ini tadi ya. Bocah banget 42. Segini woi. Keren sih. Oke, ini kita bisa identifikasiin deh woi. 32. Jauh banget. Dragon.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Maybe the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find... Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
43. Lihat quest lebih 2221 ya, dan lagi kita Poppy mana ya, Poppy ya, sini Poppy nih, kita sini aja lah ya, jauhan boy, sini boy.
Looked rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Wah, ada yang ribut cuy. Buat sampai sini boy. Lari ngeri. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye bye.